What's going on, Ventric here? There's been a lot of discussion on the boards recently about proxies in Magic the Gathering. What is a proxy? What is a counterfeit? What is a playtest card? What's the difference? Are they good? Are they bad? Let's discuss. So, you may be into vintage Magic, you may be into kitchen table Magic, just playing casually, or you're playing in the tournament scene. How do proxies affect you? First off, let's take a look at some cards. So here we have some real cards. Whoops, getting ahead of myself there. So here I have an authentic, unlimited Black Lotus. And I also have an authentic, unlimited Time Walk. So I own these cards. Some people in some play groups say, well, if you own the original card, we'll let you proxy it because let's just say it's a very expensive card. If you have 5 decks, are you going to buy 5 of this card? Are you going to move it between from one deck to the other? Or are you just going to say, well, I own the original card, I'm going to proxy it? Other casual groups will say, well, you can proxy anything you want. And some people do. Now, official Wizards policy is no proxies whatsoever in any sanctioned tournament, with one exception. So that exception being, if you have a real card and it is damaged during the course, well, actually, 2 exceptions. Damaged during the course of that tournament, the head judge has the discretion to issue you a proxy. Generally, what they'll do in that case is they will take a basic land and they will write on it what the card is, and generally they'll sign it that they're the head judge and they've created that proxy for that specific event. At the end of the event, that proxy is no longer valid. The other reason where a proxy would be issued is if there is a printing of a card that is only in foil. There is no non-foil printing and you have a non-foil deck, the judge can then issue a proxy for that card. There's very few cards that meet that bill nowadays. So let's get into what is a proxy. So a proxy is a representation of the real card. So they can come in different forms. So let's go through these. So here we have the real Black Lotus. Now you can get to the lowest common denominator, the ghetto proxy, where, as I said, you just take a basic land and you write on it. This could be a proxy or a playtest card. You write on it, Black Lotus, 0 mana cost, sacrifice to add 3 mana. And in the case of Time Walk, I've kind of done the same thing. Time Walk, take an extra turn, costs 1 blue. Let's just line these up over here as we go. So we've got our ghetto proxies. Next up, there's a old school play group in Toronto. They are called the GeoCities of Brass. You can check out their website. I'll put a link in the description. And they are very welcoming of proxies because they don't think everybody can afford the cards. So what they've done is there's an artist who has created renditions of these cards. So the key with a proxy is you see these ghetto ones. Someone sitting across from you looks at that. They may not immediately recognize what it is. So in this case, we've gone one step forward, and now we have art that is similar, but we're not trying to copy the card. We're not trying to deceive anybody and make them think that this card is real. So here we've got our proxy Black Lotus and our proxy Time Walk from GeoCities of Brass. They're beautiful. I've just printed, in this case, I've just printed them out on paper and put them in front of a real card, a land. I just put them in front of one of the junk advertisement cards for this purpose. Next up, we have some artists who have created proxies for you to use, magic artists. So these are proxies done. The late Wayne England created this art, and these were put out as a commemorative set of proxies or tokens to memorialize Wayne England. Here you can see limited edition 442 of 500. That is the Black Lotus. That is the Time Walk. Now this art you could probably tell is the Black Lotus. The other one may take a little bit. The faces with the clocks. Someone sitting across from you may not recognize that. Next up, we get into cards altered by the original artist. In this case, the late Christopher Rush has altered this forest. He's drawn a little Black Lotus on it. He's written Lotus Noir because it was a French forest, a forêt, and he's signed it. So this is another case where this is a proxy. No one knows this. Everyone knows this isn't a real Black Lotus, but it's got the cool factor that the original artist who drew the original Black Lotus drew this for you. Then we've got the Time Walk. This one here is by Amy Weber, who is the original artist for Time Walk. You can purchase this on her eBay store. I will put a link to that in the description. Again, you look at this, you instantly know what it is and what it does. So those are the cases where these are proxies that if your playgroup allows it, feel free to use these. Again, these are a little better than these, but if in a pinch you're playtesting and you quickly want to put together a deck, definitely go and mark up some lands. Last but not least, and these are not cool at all. These are counterfeits. A lot of sites will say, oh, proxy Black Lotus. Oh, proxy Time Walk. Yours for the low price of $17.99 or $1, $10, whatever they want to charge. These are counterfeits. They're in no way, shape, or form tell you that they are not a Magic card. Now, if you're feeling them, they feel plasticky. They do not pass any of the tests, but to the naked eye, under a sleeve, they may try to get you. These are not cool. These are created by criminals for the most part. Anybody who's trying to be above the board will write proxy, not for resale, something on these cards. I did not purchase these. I did not contribute. A friend had these and he gave them to me. So I just kind of keep them around for A, for these type of videos, and B, to use them to verify against other cards just to see what's gone different. Now, in one case, this Black Lotus is kind of a famous counterfeit. In that, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get this to focus in on this. The person who did this, when they got into their photo editor, their editor to create this counterfeit, they misspelled artifacts. This is a mono artifact. So that's just a dead giveaway right there. A lot of the times there's other things, but definitely do not call these proxies. Anybody who calls these proxies is kidding themselves. They may have the best intentions, but the people they bought them from did not have the best intentions. They're contributing to crime. They are hurting the game of Magic as we know it. As I said, feel free. Any of these, great. If your playgroup allows it, you're playing casual kitchen table. Again, these head judge only for specific reasons, or if you're just playing. But that's basically my thoughts on proxies, playtest cards, counterfeits. Let me know what you think in the description, in the comments, and we can maybe have a good discussion on that. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, until next time, be safe and have fun.